Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are sharing with you 10 ways to save money on Carnival cruise ships.
Yeah, the first way we're going to jump right in with is to not order the drink package, because this can be pretty pricey. It is $59 per person if you order ahead of time, $64 per person per day, and you have to order it for both adults in your cabin. So really you're talking about $120 or $130 per day. That's close to $1,000. And you do have to drink 6 or 7 drinks per day to make that worth your while. So unless you are gonna, and that's both people, so unless you're drinking 12 to 14 between you, it's not gonna pay for itself.
Yeah, that's just a break even.
That's just a break even. Yeah. So unless you're drinking more like 7, 8, or 9 drinks per person per day, there's really no benefit to it. And I think a lot of people, their eyes get big and they think, oh, I'll definitely do that. But they're thinking of the best case scenario where they're at sea and they can just sit by the pool and drink all day. But they don't think about the fact that on some days you're going to be getting off the ship at 7 a.m., not getting back on until 6 p.m., and you can't drink while you're not on the ship. So you really have a lot of drinking.
Not with your drink package.
Yeah, they have a lot of drinking to do at night to make up for that. And so people just get behind on that, and then I would say a lot of people do not pay for the drink package that they've spent. They'd be much better off just buying individual drinks, which you can do.
Because they're actually very reasonably priced. For the most part, they run anywhere from $8 to $12. Just kind of depends on what you're drinking. So it's really not bad to do that. Plus, you can always just purchase one bottle if you like wine. Purchase one bottle of wine and you can enjoy it at dinner multiple evenings. If you don't finish it in one night, they will save it for you and bring it to you each night at dinner.
Next one is to bring your soda on board or buy it in the ports. You can do either one. You can bring the soda on board. We often just buy it when we get off in Mexico or the Bahamas. We go to a grocery store, get 6-pack of whatever soda we want, bring it on board, no problem. It's super cheap, super easy. That saves you a lot of money because, again, it's $9.50 I think per adult per day, or $6.95 per child per day. It's a lot of soda.
That is a lot of soda. You have to consume a lot of soda. We only drink, well, actually you only drink one, basically just one a day. So that would be a huge waste of money, or a very expensive soda. So if you only want to enjoy a couple a day, that's your best bet, is to just either purchase them from the ship because it's still going to be cheaper, or just buy some at the port, bring them in. You have a fridge in your room, you can pop them right in there and you're good to go.
Next way to save money on a Carnival cruise ship is to do your own shore excursions. Because shore excursions became a big thing, a big deal, when cruise ships were going to these far off places, and it was very hard to do what you want to do. We've done this many times when we're in places like Iceland or Norway or
Jordan,
Israel. Or Israel. Yeah, because they're very hard to do these on your own. You'd have to rent a car in a foreign country and go do all this. That's not easy to do, but there's a lot of places where you can do a beach break. We often see like beach breaks sold on cruise ships, and basically it's just transportation to a free beach. You could easily just get off the ship, go to the cab line, tell them which beach you want to go to, and they'll take everybody there for $20. So we've been at the same places as other people, and they paid $80 per person to go to this free beach. So that's kind of not a good deal. The other thing we do use is we use an app called Resort Pass, and on there you can reserve resorts where they let you stay and basically have full use of the resort.
Like a day pass for the day. It's really quite nice. We actually just recently did a video. We used it in St. Martin near Maho Beach, if you know what that is. If not, Google it. But we do have that video here on the channel where we used our resort pass, and it was great. It was a perfect spot, and it was actually amazing. Beautiful, pool right there by the water, and we really enjoyed that. You can also use other apps like Get Your Guide and do tours through that, and they're going to be considerably cheaper as well, and lots of them will actually come and get you at the port. Just check out your other options before purchasing a shore excursion from the ship.
Next one is going to be to buy your internet before getting on the ship. It's going to be discounted. You already know if you're going to get it or not. So if you need the internet, go ahead and purchase it before you get on. That's a good way to save money. Another way to save money with the internet is to buy only one internet package and share it amongst people. A lot of people don't know you can share the internet between 2, 3, 4, 5 devices. You can only use one at a time, but as soon as that one gets off, another device can get on. So you don't need to buy an internet for every person that's in your room, as long as you don't all need to be on at the same time. And if you do need to be on at the same time, if you have an Android phone, you can just use a hotspot, and that will work for you. So that will save you some money on your internet.
Yeah, that works out really well for us. We've actually used it on many cruise lines. There's only a couple, maybe just one that you can't do that on, but for the most part you can use it on almost every cruise line.
Yeah.
But definitely on Carnival it has never been a problem. So a good money saver.
I think another way to save money is to book your room lower than you wanted and hope to get upgraded. Now, if it's a special like anniversary trip or something, maybe that's not a good idea.
Then ignore that one.
But often on Carnival, we have booked, like in this one we're on right now, we're on the Venezia. We booked a balcony, and they sent us an offer to upgrade to the terrazza. A lot of people on here booked the inside, and they upgraded to the balcony. So it's a lot cheaper doing it that way than if you had originally booked the upgraded category.
Yeah, saved almost $800 something, I think, by just booking a regular balcony to start, and then we got this offer to do this upgrade. So that was definitely a really good deal.
Another way you can save money on Carnival cruises is by getting the Carnival MasterCard.
Yes, and for those of you that don't know, we do have Grounded Life Finances, which you'll see the graphic at the end of the video. We'll show you all of our YouTube channels, but we go over all of the credit cards and their benefits and everything like that. But since we're talking specifically about Carnival, if you have the Carnival MasterCard, you do get special offers also for future cruises. So make sure that you pick that up if you're looking to, earn some points for future cruises and all that. Make sure you sign up for that card as well if you're planning on traveling on Carnival a lot.
Yeah. Another way you can save money on Carnival through getting onboard credit, and we do this through owning Carnival stock. If you own 100 shares of Carnival stock, you'll get onboard credit for each cruise that you take. So if you take a 15-night cruise, you're going to get $250 per cruise. If you take like a shorter cruise, you'll get $50. So that can add up. We've just done 2 longer cruises, and we ended up getting $250 onboard credit for each one. So that can be a pretty good deal. Carnival stock is pretty cheap right now relatively to what it's always been. It has gone up lately in price this last month actually, but watch for it. If it gets back down around $8 or something, you're only paying $800 to get 100 shares of stock. So that is a pretty good deal. When they started this program, the stock was like $50 a share, and or not when they started it, but just several years ago before the stock went down, and you'd have had to spend $5,000 to get 100 shares. But right now,
not worth it for the onboard credit for that.
Yeah, you can often get it for less than $1,000. You can get 100 shares. So check that out if you are one that is in the stock market.
Yeah, and we don't know how much longer they'll have that program, but as long as they have it, you might as well take advantage of it.
Correct. Another one is to join the VIFP club, which gets you great discounts. We often book with those specials, and we get a lot of good deals.
You really do get a lot of good deals, and you have to pay attention to those. When you're booking, go look at those first, because they really do have some great offers. Sometimes you sign up for those, clubs or whatever, and you just don't get really good deals at all, or you get the same deal as anybody else is getting. But the VIFP deals and discounts are actually really worth it. So make sure you're checking those before you're booking, because you're going to get something good. Plus, if you've already booked, don't disregard looking at those deals, because that's actually how we upgraded this cabin. Is I got the deal, and actually they didn't even send it to Rob, they sent it to my account, and we got a super deal to get this cabin upgrade.
The next one is going to be to take your own photos. A lot of people like photos. They are pretty expensive, and oftentimes I feel like the photo packages are not totally worth it. So if you can take your own photos, you're going to save a lot of money doing that. And especially if you have a kid with you, have them take photos of you. One tip that I do have that's kind of out of the box is some people don't take good photos because they don't have a good camera, and we travel with our phones pretty much only. But the one phone that we have that takes the best photos is the Pixel Pro phone. And a tip you could do is you could pick up a really cheap used Pixel 6 Pro. That phone is going to take some of the best photos you've ever seen. We use it just for all of our photos, all our thumbnails. That's the phone we use for these videos. The second benefit to that is I know for a fact, because that's the one we use for our internet, you can use a hotspot with that phone and only purchase one internet package. So if you're going to take a lot of cruises, getting a cheap Pixel 6 Pro, not the worst idea you could do.
Yeah, definitely. And we don't even have any, collaboration with them. That's just a tip because it works really well for us. So guys, hopefully these will help you save lots and lots of money on your next Carnival cruise. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel or any of our others. Leave us any comments down below of other money saving tips that you have. Give us a like here, and we'll see you guys next time.